Hey, you. Hey, come here. Come here. You looking for a running back one in fantasy football? Yeah? I got one cheap. You interested? Sweet. Hit the like button. I'll let you know who it is. What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully you're all doing well out there. Welcome back to the Draft.com studios, where rumor has it you're looking for a running back one here in 2019. Well, you came to the perfect spot. Today we're talking about Aaron Jones, running back of the Green Bay Packers. I put together an extensive blueprint trying to show you why I believe that Aaron Jones is going to finish the season as not only a top-tier, top 12 running back, but he's got potential to be a high-end RB1 here in 2019. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, put together a lot of information, going to try to lay it out the best that I can for you. Real quick, though, before we get into him, our last video absolutely exploded. I threw a goal out there for you guys to get 1,000 likes. I thought it would be a little bit harder for it to attain, but you did it in like 12 hours. I said if you would that I would give away 3 free draft guides. Well, I made that announcement on the community tab here on YouTube, announcing the winners, so congratulations to them. I'll throw it up here on the screen here just for a second. And I also said in that video that if we got over 1,000 likes, I would do a giveaway for an autographed Melvin Gordon jersey sitting right here behind me. Well, we got over the 1,000, so you know what? I'm putting together the details now. I'm going to be giving away an autographed, authenticated Melvin Gordon jersey right here in the beautiful powder blues really soon. Going to put together the details for that giveaway, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because it's going to be happening really quick. As you can tell, I kind of got like a closet full of autographed jerseys here. I'm going to be giving them all away throughout the season, and you better believe there's more coming because I want to show my appreciation for this community. A lot of people do these YouTube channels just to try to get rich. It's not my purpose here. I'm trying to build a huge community, and I'm trying to give back to you guys and everything that you've given to me. It's very much appreciated. But now, before I waste any more time, let's go talk about Aaron Jones, running back of the Green Bay Packers, and why I believe he'll be an RB1 in 2019. All right, let's dive into Aaron Jones now. What makes him a running back one for 2019, you ask? Let's break it down right now, because 2018 didn't start off quite so well for the guy. He was suspended the first 2 games of the season for violating the NFL substance abuse policy for a marijuana charge he got back in 2017. And the end of the season didn't end much better for the guy. He got hurt week 14, missed the final 2.5 games with an MCL sprain in his right knee. Now, despite missing these 4.5 games, he still finished as running back 24. So the very bottom of the running back 2 tier. Right now, he's currently running back 17 among the consensus rankings with an ADP at the very end of the 3rd round. We really saw what he could do, though, right? After the bye week in Green Bay last season, we kind of saw what Aaron Jones may be able to be. From that point on, he only averaged 12 carries a game, which is not that high. And he still managed to rack up 540 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns in that time span. That comes out to be 5.3 yards per carry during those 8 games. He was also involved in the passing game, though, too. He had 29 targets that he turned into 22 receptions for another 165 yards and 1 touchdown. In PPR leagues, that's an average of 17.5 fantasy points per game. All right, now we know Mike McCarthy is no longer in Green Bay, right? He was out before the end of last season. And the love triangle between Jamal Williams, Mike McCarthy, and Aaron Jones is no more, hopefully. New coach in town, Matt LaFleur, coming over from the Tennessee Titans. In his 2 years as an offensive coordinator in the NFL, he's ranked inside the top 10 in both rush attempts and rushing yards both seasons. However, we do know that the Derrick Henry surge, the one that was driving the world crazy at the end of 2018, really helped those numbers last season at least. Prior to that Henry outburst second half of the season, there was a lot of criticism surrounding the Tennessee run game, right? The split between Derrick Henry and Dion Lewis just didn't make a whole lot of sense. But this is a whole new ballgame now in Green Bay. If I had to guess, I'm going to say 100% of you out there would say that Aaron Rodgers is way better than Marcus Mariota or any other dingleberry that played quarterback for the Tennessee Titans last season. Now, one thing Aaron Rodgers does way better than any of those quarterbacks in Tennessee is pull defenders outside of the box. They can't load the box against Aaron Rodgers because he will pick them apart with all the young weapons he has in the passing game, and Davante Adams, who is, pretty good. And you can see this in the average amount of defenders that were in the box last season. Green Bay faced, on average, only 6.5 defenders in the box for the season, one of the best averages in the league. And it's been like this for years. It's part of the reason why running backs like Ty Montgomery, Fat Eddie Lacy, and James Starks have all had success in this rushing attack at some point or another here in the recent future. Now, Jones only saw 8 defenders in the box, which is called a stacked box, on 7.5% of his time in 2018. He still averaged over 4 yards per carry on those carries with 4.3 yards per carry with 8 defenders in the box. This is largely in part to the offensive line, who was ranked 7th in 2018 behind David I Chug Beers at Basketball Games Bakhtiari and Brian Bulaga. Now, coming into 2019, we have Green Bay ranked as our number 6 offensive line, so really not a whole lot of major changes there. So it's really going to come down to usage. What does Aaron Jones need to do? What does he need to get in order to be an RB1 here in 2019? Well, we don't want to overshoot this number, so let's just assume that LaFleur keeps similar usage to what we've seen from Aaron Jones here in the past. We'll take his 2018 averages and project them over a full season, and let's just see what we get. Let's see how close we are to RB1 numbers. So, as his time as a starter, we know he averaged 12 carries per game and had 5.3 yards per carry, 1 touchdown every 17 carries was his average. So we're going to take the 16 games on the season, and we're going to multiply it by the 12 carries per game. You're going to get 192 carries, which is not workhorse, but it's definitely more than we're used to seeing with Aaron Jones. You multiply that by the 5.3 yards per carry, and you get 1,018 yards. Very doable, very attainable number there for Aaron Jones. We're not blowing that number out of proportion. Now, you take the 192 carries and you divide it by the 17 carries, which is what it takes for him to get 1 touchdown. You come out with 11 touchdowns. Again, a high number, but not unattainable for Aaron Jones in this offense. When you total that all together, fantasy point-wise, that comes out to be 167 points just for his rushing. Now let's dive into his receiving numbers a little bit. He averaged 3 receptions a game and had 7 yards per reception as an average in 2018. We'll take those 3 receptions, multiply them by 16 games, and that gives us a total of 48 receptions on the season. Again, a very doable number. Take those 3 receptions a game, multiply it by the 7 yards per reception that he averages, and you get 21 receiving yards per game. Hopefully I haven't lost you yet. No, this is not a calculus test. This is just how we're trying to get his projection for 2019, so hopefully you're sticking with me here. So we have 21 yards per game average through the air. You take that, multiply it by the 16 games, that's 336 yards receiving, a very attainable number once again. Now, we said he averages 1 touchdown per every 25 receptions, so really he's probably only going to get 1 of those on the season. That's all we're going to project anyway. That is a total of 87 more PPR points for Aaron Jones. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine the two, right? The 87 PPR points and then his total rushing points, which was 167. And we're going to get for Aaron Jones a total of 254 PPR fantasy points. Now, if you take that into account and you look at last season's numbers, that would have made Aaron Jones running back 9 in 2018, and that's only averaging 12 carries a game. I really think Aaron Jones will see more than 12 carries in a game, and we could be looking at a huge year for one Aaron Jones. All right, so we laid out the blueprint there. Finishing RB9 with similar usage, just projecting over a 16-game season, puts him right there in the top 10 running backs. That's great value if you can get him in the 3rd round. Did I sell you on Aaron Jones? Maybe you already liked Aaron Jones, but now you really like Aaron Jones. I mean, I know you guys can't tell because I'm sitting down, but if I had a tail, it'd probably be wagging right now because I love me some Aaron Jones here in 2019. But like I said, we're a very interactive channel, so I want to know what you think. Are you all in on Aaron Jones in 2019? Are you a little bit reserved because you think Jamal Williams is going to be more involved than we all want him to be? Do you think these numbers are realistic? Are any of them, out of this stratosphere where you just can't see it or you just can't believe it? If it is, let me know. I'd love to hear it down below in the comment section. I'll be doing a few of these breakdowns here throughout the offseason just to try to get your mind working a little bit more, digging a little bit deeper into these numbers. If you enjoy it, make sure you hit the like button. Really appreciate the support. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you are brand new, throw it down in the comment section. I would love to interact with you guys and get to know you a little bit more. Talk some fantasy football. Let's have some fun with fantasy football. I've said it in the other videos. The likes really help us. If you could at least throw the like on the video, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll be back with you tomorrow with another amazing episode of the Fantasy Headliners.